chair.
Makes no difference who you are, but it helps if you have the kind of cash Disney has or the amount of cheddar sported by Pixar. Then you can wish for talking toys, an army of fairies. Hell, you can even buy off woodland creatures to help you get dressed in the morning.
It's the greenest, the greenest,
Does it sound low?
you need.
Hello, gang. My name is Mark, and welcome to my small world of verses, where today my pleasant task is simple: disappointing your inner child. In this episode, it's the library of technologically terrific Pixar films taking on the venerable vault of Disney animated classics. Pixar began as kind of sort of rivals to the Goliath Disney, but now they're all one big happy family. You know, like how Iron Man and Captain America didn't always see eye to eye, or how Luke Skywalker had to work to get his daddy to agree with him politically. Oh, hey, look, those are also Disney properties. It may be a small world indeed, but today, Disney and Pixar are going to duke it out to see who gets a fast pass to
Hey, speaking of Disney properties, you know that the Endgame made $2 billion? That's a budget of $150 million, probably tops. $2 billion box office worldwide. Check. We don't have to have a whole conversation about it because I want to get back to this. This is interesting. But real cut and dry. How can we ask questions like, why does Marvel or why do companies keep making action hero movies? $2 billion. I don't think you understand what that means.
galactic cinematic supremacy. Here's how we'll determine a winner. Round 1, box office. Round 2, tomato meter / audience score. Round 3, social impact. And then I'll do a wild card round that will likely involve which team offed more family members in the first 10 minutes of their movies. Disney and Pixar. We'll tug on your heartstrings after we rip it out of your chest cavity. Let's get it on.
Remember, rip it, roll it, and punch it!
Let's get it on.
She's from the other studio.
Round 1, box office.
Oh,
If
they have
McDuck is swimming in a pile of gold coins, then Disney.
Did she mean like she's from a different studio as in movie company? Or what did that have to do with being from an actual different studio, dance studio or record studio? That's like a Deadpool joke. They got Deadpool jokes in the cartoon, the kid
Their
world.
animation classics have been a consistent source of cash
Animated.
sound effects since way back in 1940 when Snow White first took a nap. Since then, Disney counts 51 total animated flicks as classics, and they've totaled $15.5 billion at the domestic box office, enough to feed every Dalmatian in the family. It also makes for an impressive average of $324 million per film, but here comes Pixar with their fancy Windows 95 computing machines. Since Toy Story's mid-90s debut catapulted animation to infinity and beyond, their 21-film history has amassed $7.76 billion in total domestic coin, making for an average of $370 million every time that adorable lamp turns on. Yeah, they've actually made 22 flicks, but we left Onward off the list because it only hit theaters weeks before the pandemic hit. It's lasted a lot longer than we still hope, but at least there's 73 animated hit movies between the two to go back and watch.
Chat, I can understand that. I think he should have still included the movie. If they put it out, they put it out. But Disney does that too. Sometimes they'll release a movie and it'll only hit certain theaters or it'll only be out for a certain time. I don't know why they do that to themselves. They'll take a $125 million budget for a movie, put it out in a couple theaters, make $20 million, and then that's it. I don't even understand the point of that. This is not like merchandise. Merchandise is the only time that I think it makes sense to do like a limited time offer. Like these t-shirts are going to be out, these hoodies. By the way, merch coming real soon. And by real soon, I mean not anytime soon. Chat, we got to build a community first. But I got a whole bunch of ideas. Make no mistake, I'm writing down things all the time for merch ideas. Some of my merch is going to be the best merch you've seen. God willing. But chat, I don't understand that. I don't understand limited time. I don't understand. Even when they did what they did with Black Widow, I seen the movie, but they let that movie drop on Netflix the same day it came out in theaters. Scarlett Johansson felt some type of way about that, which I don't know how they managed to do that and get that and fly that right by her and she didn't know about it. The fact that she came out and said something about it shows she didn't know that was coming, and even that's crazy. But yeah, anyways, I don't understand the limited time offers for movies.
Teams have had a handful of flicks cross the $1 billion mark at the worldwide box office, but when we adjust for inflation, only Snow White and the 7 friend-zoned dwarves crossed the $1 billion number in the States alone. Bringing up the rear for Disney is
Snow White hit a B.
Winnie the Pooh, which made just $39 million domestically. But still, thanks for noticing me.
Snow White
Pixar's
hit
score
a
is
B.
much higher, as The Good Dinosaur still
Surprised
made
y'all haven't remade it.
$1 million as the lowest grosser for that company. It's a tough call to see who draws first cartoon blood, as Pixar enjoys a narrow lead with the overall box office numbers, and when we pull a Disney Plus and combine all the films, the bottom 10 grossers are all representing Team Disney. Though I will point out, 2 of those flicks are The Black Cauldron and The Sword in the Stone, and they both slap, as the kids on the Tac Talk say.
Ha ha, hilarious.
Tac Talk?
Furthermore, the top 10 of the combined universe's box office digits.
Hey, listen, maybe he doesn't have the time to go into it, or maybe he likes the movie too much, so he's a little biased. The Black Cauldron almost finished Disney's animated movies. They were done. That movie did so poorly. That's like another, I know I keep saying 125 M's, but usually it's around there, 25, 145 M's to make these movies. 125 M's, and it made 20 million box office. I mean, you got to understand what that does to a company that doesn't have a catalog yet. This is before Pocahontas. This is before Snow White. This is before Lion King. This is before Monsters, Inc. This is before 150 M's up. Now we got room to play. We drop a movie, we miss, we still have a budget. This is early on for the animated budget, for making animated movies.
Reveal 8 Disney movies, with only The Incredibles 2 and Finding Nemo wiggling into the top 10. The top 5 are all Disney, headlined by Snow White, 101 Dalmatians, and The Lion King as the top 3.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
101 Dalmatians is top 3.
Has been owned by Disney. But who won this most recent decade? In breaking news, the 2010s are history. And even in that tech-savvy span, Disney and Pixar are neck and neck. On the strength of franchises like Frozen, Disney has somehow managed to remain competitive with Pixar to this very day. I'm not deciding any of these rounds purely based on nostalgia. As a matter of fact, I can't stand Fantasia. Hot take. But doing it right at the bank for 80 years is certainly enough to be a tiebreaker in round number 1. Disney gets the nod and goes up 1-0. Round 2, tomato meter / audience score. Okay, sure, lots of folks have been seeing Disney classics for generations, but is that because they're great? Or because for the majority of that time, their only competition at the box office was Abbott and Costello versus Insert Movie Monster, which is a flick I would still pay money to see. According to the tomato meter,
$2.
Pixar movies, all 22 this round, have been consistently excellent ever since we were all chewing Cinnaburst flavor crystals. They average 89%, with Toy Story and Toy Story 2 earning a perfect 100%. Toy Story 3 fell way off the wagon and landed with a thud at 98%. At the back of the pack is Cars 2, sputtering its way to a 39%, even though I liked it. Should I not have admitted that? Really? The tomato meter also favors Disney, as those 51 movies average an easily fresh 75%, thanks in large part to breadwinners like Aladdin at 95%, Zootopia at 98%, and Pinocchio's no strings attached perfect 100%. Anchoring Disney are some recent flicks like Chicken Little and Brother Bear at 37%. Doesn't mean the sky is falling, but it's still rotten.
And there's nowhere else that I...
If we take a gander at the combined top 10, each house can brag about 5 movies making the cut. But the bottom 10 is all Disney, except for, of course, Cars 2, the worst film ever made. Hey, Who put that? That wasn't me. That was an edit.
I want to be rich.
Was it
Wish you
that
for your
bad?
money? All you need is your phone.
Was Cars 2 that bad yet?
Sorry, Mater.
I like Cars.
Oh, same old, same old. What's up with you?
Sully, Merida, and the rest
I
of the
haven't
Pixar
seen them
gang
all.
are smelling victory, but not so
But I would
fast.
think that they can't
How
miss
about
with
the audience
Cars.
score? Disney lives up to its reputation
Wow.
of being the happiest place on earth with a 75%
Wow.
fresh across the board, and movies like Beauty and the Beast at 92% and Big Hero 6 at 94% highlighted the top. But once again, Pixar flexes its family of superhero muscle with an even fresher 83% average on the strength of scores like 95% for Onward and 94% for Coco. And now the question I hate asking because it doesn't even matter anymore. What was the lowest audience score for each? Disney has Home on the Range at 29%, and Pixar, you guessed it. Heck, you probably voted for it. Cars 2 at 49%. Hey, it's not the lowest. It beat Home on the Range by 20. Yahtzee. Pixar gets the win in round 2 and brooms into a 1-1 tie with Disney.
Punch me, Guido. Punch me in the face. This is the most glorious day of my life.
Round 3, social impact. However you want to gauge the impact that these two beloved entities had on society, you're gonna find it in abundance. Don't believe me? Just go outside. Shirts, bumper stickers, fast food tie-ins. I did extensive research on that angle myself. The merchandising alone has been a multi-billion-dollar industry for Disney and Pixar. But to look at their impact on high society, let's put on our glass slippers and attend the most elegant
Society.
ball of the year, the Oscars.
Oh my God. Yes.
Nowadays, we have a whole category dedicated to the best animated film of the year, and this creation was in large part thanks to Pixar's consistently great output. Since the addition of the extra statue in 2001, Pixar has been nominated 13 times and won an astounding 10 times. Disney's been competitive in the way that Phil has been competing with Tiger. 11 nominations, but only 3 wins. However, 'twas Beauty and the Beast that shattered the glass ceiling for animation when it earned an outright Best Picture nomination in 1992. That paved the road for Pixar films Up and Toy Story 3 to also be nominated for the highest prize in all of moviedom. Beauty and the Beast would end up losing to
Moviedom?
Silence of the Lambs, although I'm pretty sure Beast and Hannibal Lecter would have enjoyed a great meal of fava beans, Chianti, and Gaston. But if we're talking awards and societal impact, let's crank up the tunes. Disney, being legendary for its inspirational songs, is a tale as old as time, and Randy Newman has helped Pixar carry that torch into the new millennium. Dude loves LA, but he really loves the Oscars. Pixar films have been nominated for Best Original Song 8 times, winning thrice for Monsters, Inc., Toy Story 3, and Coco, when we all remembered just how much we could cry at a movie.
Remember me.
Disney has been dominant in this category since
Yeah.
winning for When You Wish Upon a Star way back in 1940. They totaled 20
Lion King.
nominations and 8 wins total, most recently for Frozen's Let It Go. My apologies to any parents out there who, after years of trying, finally got that song out of their heads. It's back now, likely permanent.
Let it go. Let it go.
When we look at how the films are regarded, it's an avalanche of adoration. When any respected movie
Chat, I don't know if there's any one of these new songs, and mind you, I get it. The kids love it. I've been around them. I'm around nieces and nephews. I'm around women with kids. I know the kids love it. But chat, these kids, they have no idea. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Lion King. What's the other one I wanted to mention? It's too many. I mean, we can go to Tarzan, we can go to Treasure Planet. There's too many slaps. These songs, I don't know. I just don't feel like. Again, I could be low-key biased because I grew up on these songs, but I don't feel like today's songs, they know how to make a song. I mean, there's a formula that if you stick to, you're gonna have a good song. You're gonna have a hit, and once you put it with cartoons that people love, you're gonna have characters that they love, so they're gonna love the song. So I get that they know how to make slaps, but I don't think it's touching the slaps that most of us grew up on. I mean, those were songs.
publication ranks their best animated films, it's a heap of Disney and Pixar favorites. And in Time Magazine's list, Pinocchio was number 1, and Dumbo and The Little Mermaid were also in the top 10. Joining them was Pixar's favorite dumpster droid WALL-E at number 2, plus Up, Finding Nemo, and the South Park movie also made the top 10. How's that? South Park, I guess, is not a Pixar movie. That's on me.
You know, for a clownfish, he really isn't that funny.
We regard Toy Story.
You watch way too much of this stuff because you got a joke for everything.
Animated film.
Unless somebody else is editing this.
Disney has been making cinematic innovations since the beginning. Snow White and the Seven
Hey,
Guys
keep
Willing
your inner
to Give Her a
keep
Ride
your
to
inner
the
kid
Airport
alive.
broke new ground
By all
being
means.
the first feature-length cell animated movie. Then Lady and the Tramp pioneered anamorphic widescreen aspect ratio, not to mention giving us the most romantic way to eat Chef Boyardee. In the 90s, Tarzan ushered in a new dawn of classic animation when it utilized a technology known as deep canvas, which sounds like it could actually be a Genesis album title. Shout out Phil Collins.
Right.
Yes, you be.
There we go.
So after considering all of the achievements, awards, technological breakthroughs, and rankings, it's a good battle to win round 3. And I'm not giving Disney the nod based solely on them having a significant amount of seniority, but if we're talking societal impact, and our world is nothing without strong women, how can you deny the Disney princesses? Elegant, bold, beautiful, and if you've seen Ralph Breaks the Internet, you know they're tough as nails. And while a newer generation might fall in love with Pixar
Ralph
more,
Breaks the
what
Internet?
tends to precede having children, well, that's a wedding. A wedding! And while I'm sure there's been a handful of Monsters, Inc. themed nuptial ceremonies, or in my birthplace of North Carolina, a Cars themed honeymoon.
Oh, you're from North Carolina, NC. Shout out to you.
the only pure thing in this world.
Speaking of Disney,
There's something you're hiding.
Disney weddings are the best.
chat, I think that's another one that broke some records. I think Avatar, performed tremendous for box office.
And the most
Shout out to
expensive.
Coco.
Do you want to get married at Disneyland? Have at it. If your daddy's last name is Warbucks. If not, join the legion of couples who have had the perfect Disney-themed wedding all over the world. Good round, Pixar, but Disney brought out the princesses and the rings, so your carriage has turned back into a pumpkin. Disney wins this frame and goes up 2-1.
When you wish upon a star.
And now it's time for the wild card round, iconic moments. Yes, today's
Chat, in the comment section, you should let me know what's a classic movie that maybe you don't know it's a classic yet, but you hear people mention it all the time and you have never seen it. Like, I can give you one. I've said this before. I say it all the time. I still have not sat down and fully watched from the beginning to the very end E.T. It's almost disrespectful,
that
right?
special sauce that keeps us coming back for more. After all, critics and audiences alike wouldn't be rushing back to the theater time and time again to see the social influence of these movies if there wasn't the promise of another iconic moment. A scene, a song, or a, let's be honest, death that hits all 5 of the emotions from Inside Out.
Oh no.
See what you did
There's
there.
no doubt that
Inside
Walt
Out.
Disney is the icon of memorable moments in the classic films that bear his beloved brand. But in the
Bear
time since he began
his
his
beloved
cryotherapy, Pixar has managed to take his unique formula of heartbreak, adventure, and magic
You just
and weave that
punerific.
into their modern masterpieces. And I'll be honest, for me, this round consists of 2 categories: great moments and great moments that will turn me into a puddle of quivering, weeping mush.
There's a
Pull
lot of
it
work
up.
out there, you know, man.
Don't embarrass me, Fillmore.
And because it took me like 3 hours to get my makeup on for this, let's start with the non-tear-jerking segment. From the first time we see
Definitely.
the toys come to life in Toy Story, through the discovery of the next life in Coco, Pixar moments thrive on inspiring our imagination. The action sequences in the Incredibles films are great templates. That first scene where they all fight alongside each other as a family is at once thrilling, hilarious, and heartfelt. I'm also going to toss in Jack Jack versus the raccoon in The Incredibles 2. It's basically my mom against her bevy of forest dwellers every morning back home in Virginia. Love you, Mom. And although Disney is known more for the power of
Chat, I don't feel like Incredibles 2 disappointed, because I know a lot of movies that try to bring out the sequel and fail. I don't think they disappointed, but it just wasn't as good as Incredible 1. And it just is what it is. It's not even a knock. But what's a movie you've seen that has a sequel, part 2 to it, and you felt like, oh wow, this might be better than part 1? I can't think of any. Someone posed that question the other day, and I can't think of any.
Soaring musical number. How about Sarah McLachlan's When She Loved Me montage in Toy Story 2? Chills, and then tears, and then more tears. Sully and Mike earning scares in the unique landscape of Monsters, Inc. is another highlight, as is Carl's dog in Up saying what all dogs are thinking. But whenever I think of Up, it just leads me to...
What? Do dogs really go to heaven?
Not yet. Not yet. How about Disney? First scene that comes to my head as iconic is that magical kiss that awakens Snow White, followed closely by Sleeping Beauty. When Maleficent shows her final form at the end of the film, it brings epic excitement to this very day. And sure, we have all-time heralded legendary moments like James Earl Jones passing the torch as Mufasa, Robin Williams going full Robin as the genie, and Copper saving Todd in The Fox and the Hound. But if you want one long, iconic Disney moment...
Chat, I was just thinking of Robin Williams, rest in peace. And I was gonna grab my phone, but I try to pay attention. Is Night at the Museum, which is one of his last movies he was in, is that Disney?
Feast your eyes on Robin Hood. Yeah, The Jungle Book and The Rescuers also have great talking animals, but Robin Hood is not only a great Disney movie, it's the best Robin Hood flick ever. And this coming from a guy who loves Kevin Costner. You know it's true. Everything I do it for Fox Robin and Fox Marion. Hey, no wonder Disney bought Fox. Romance is at a premium with Disney.
Disney bought Fox?
And everything from Cinderella's
What don't they
legendary
own?
Dance, Dancing the Night Away, to Lady and the Tramp's Beautiful Night, up through Tiana finding her soulmate in The Princess and the Frog. Recent Disney entries like Lilo and Stitch, Frozen, and the Wreck-It Ralph franchise have also brought back the big laughs for adults and children
Ralph broke
alike.
the internet and
Disney
Wreck-It
isn't
Ralph?
shy about going far
What's up
out
with the
too.
Ralph?
Just check out the pink elephant scene in Dumbo. It is super trippy.
It is trippy.
But now that we've touched on Dumbo, here it comes. Time to unload the emotion. Every time I see Dumbo, it's the scene where him and his mom, who is unfairly imprisoned under very suspicious circumstances, rub trunks for maybe the last time, and the singing in the background. Oh God, here it comes. It's coming. Every time. I care more about those fictional elephants than I do most people I know in real, actual life. That's the power of Disney.
There goes my
Bambi
monetization.
losing her mom at the outset of her adventure, Aladdin granting Genie his freedom, Mulan saving all of China. With so much gut-wrenching, it's nice that we have all-time musical numbers like The Little Mermaid's Under the Sea and The Jungle Book's The Bare Necessities to fall back on. Oh, what's that?
Bare Necessities?
You still have more guts to wrench? Don't worry,
Bear
our
with
friends
me?
at Pixar studied the Disney playbook well.
Bare feet?
Try to watch the beginning of Up without a box of tissues. Go
Barely?
ahead. I dare you. And if you have any left, head over to the end of Coco and see how long until you need another case. Both Pixar and the Disney classics love touching on all of our emotions. And in the end, that's the lesson. Sure, we walk into the theater hoping for fun, laughs, romance, but we leave realizing that nothing great in life comes for free. To experience personal growth, we must first endure loss. And to truly find love, one must conquer heartache. It's the meaning of life, served in the lovable form of a talking animal, or a family of superheroes, or a rodent who makes a mean ratatouille.
Yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Pixar has done so much in the 2.5 decades they've been around, and if they continue at this pace, generations may feel the same attachment that so many of us and our ancestors have felt about Disney.
You tell me what I saw this woman? We are talking about the greater good!
But at this point in time, in the year
She says something like, I'm your greater good.
Disney classics are 80 years old, and they still inspire the youngest of us humans. They had a 55-year head start on Pixar.
See, that's how you play with the funny stereotypes. Like a black independent queen, but still loving her husband, but she ain't going for none. That's how you play with stereotypes. That's how you play. That's playful stereotype. That's like a lot of comedians I find who are funny, like a Sebastian Maniscalco, and a great actor. And came out with a great movie that Robert De Niro got to play his pops. And I enjoy that film. I watched it 2 or 3 times. But he can joke like that with these stereotypes that are funny and sometimes tend to be true. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everything don't got to be the race card. But bro is getting real deep on us. What is going on right now? We just took a mean left turn. I mean, I'm with it. I'm listening. But as he speaks about, growth, and as he plays that Lion King scene, and as we reminisce on Disney films or just animated films, it makes me think of how some of y'all who want us or other people to know you watch anime and y'all tell us about it. I mean, Disney been doing this. Disney been putting, depth to movies. Maybe like around 2012, 2000 and maybe 10. It took a turn for 90% comedy. Somehow put funny in it. Funny sells. If it has to do with, if we're making a film that's a family film, funny sells. Somewhere around there, it became 90% the movie was looking for the funny. They were looking for the jokes. They were looking for the dumb moments. They were looking to have a dumb character, maybe multiple dumb characters. But even then, they definitely gave us comedy, but they still kept some deep meaning in it. Like, I really believe they would be at the round table, referring to the Disney higher-ups, and I really think they would ask, what's the lesson in this movie? I really think that, I mean, why wouldn't they? If I'm putting $150 million up and I'm okaying and greenlighting your film, and it's my company, it's our company, and I'm trying to keep a positive message, keep it funny, and keep it lasting, the next couple years. I want people to return to this, 20 years from now. I'm going to ask certain questions. What are we saying in this film? What is this film about? Like, okay, you got a script. Okay, you got characters. Okay, you even know what the characters look like. What are we saying in this film? And they've always done that, chat. These movies have always had something that was underlying, like a tone that was underlying what was on the surface. So it was always a little deeper. So I know that a lot of y'all, I watch anime, I don't know why people call it cartoons. I hear your argument. And by the way, you don't have to justify it. Watch what you enjoy. Whatever comforts your spirit, enjoy yourself. But all I'm saying is, anime is not the first to do that. Anime is not the first to put real life in a cartoon, or again, you don't like your cartoons, into a animation.
And despite the young upstart giving them a good game, Disney wins this round and thus takes the match.
Disney won like 4 or 5 rounds. It doesn't bother me anyway.
Crazy.
They've updated loads of stuff.
The competitive gameplay is insane.
FC.
Tell me more about loads of
stuff. The beauty of
stuff.
animated films is that while the technology may change, they'll
always
be in demand. So prepare for more great moments and enduring memories from Disney and Pixar. In prepping for this vid, I asked our expert researcher Mark Hoffmeyer which iconic moment from WALL-E he wanted me to mention. His response? The whole movie is one big iconic moment. And that's the point of these debates. The real answer is in the eye of the beholder. You are the only one who can pull the metaphorical sword from the proverbial stone. That's Hoffmeyer's truth. For me, I just think WALL-E is a decent movie about an underdog garbage robot dating way out of his league with a futuristic iPod, and they enter into a loveless marriage for all eternity. Now,
chat, 2 conversations we have to have, and I'll figure it out. I'll do the work. I don't mind. I'll take 20 minutes out of my day. I'll pull up some videos, but we have to have 2 conversations, chat. One of them is top 10 voice actors. Like top 10 voice actors who were out here knocking classics out. Belt to work. Excuse me. Film after film. They were doing good voice acting, and their voice is a classic. Every time we heard their voice on any character, they knocked it out the park. We need to go over top 10 voice actors, top 20 voice actors in anything. It doesn't just have to be movies. It could be cartoons. It could be anime, but definitely films. And we need to talk about top robots. Top 5 robots. And in my top 3, I'm definitely going Ben.
Disney movie, we'd
You
have
know
gotten
who Ben
more
is?
cartoons, and maybe Wally rolls a trash meatball.
If you don't even know who
with
Ben
Mickey,
is, I don't know what
and
to tell you.
Aw. But you know what? If it was also a Disney movie, we'd probably have met Eve's dad, who's a Walkman, in the opening credits, only to find out that he's dead because his AA ran out.
Their parents are dead.
So we've had our turn, and I went with Disney. But now, everything the light touches is yours.
There you go.
The fate of two of the most profitable entities in movie history is in your hands, dear viewer. Comment right now with your vote, and let us know your favorite moment in either's celebrated history.
What? Oh, sorry, sir. No one was listening.
I'm Mark Ellis, reminding you to click that like button, and I'll close out with one last scorching hot take. The chimichangas at Disneyland are better than the turkey legs. I know, the legs photograph better for your Instagram feed, but them chimichangas will fill you up for 3 days on pure deliciousness. They're right next to the Indiana Jones ride, hey, which is also a Disney property, right? Kinda? I don't know.
Bro.
I'm making this up as I go along.
Yeah, he definitely got money. He got money when he knows exactly where the chimichangas are. You know how much food is in Disney? Have you ever just YouTubed anybody that you support? If they do vlogs, any one of these content creators that do vlogs, and they go to Disney, you see the food selection? Bro, the food selection at the Yankee Stadium is out of the park. No pun intended. No, all pun intended. But can you imagine Disney? But I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. If I can afford to be at Disney and take some loved ones with me, which I will be able to one day, the last thing I'm looking for is tacos. I know how to do tacos. I know where to find good tacos. I'm not looking for chimichangas or burritos. I'm hitting the seafood section. Where's the jumbo shrimp? Where's the buttery shrimp? Where's the cocktail sauce? I'm hitting seafood. Are you kidding me? It's a buffet, by the way, chat. You pay for a buffet, so you get to eat. But bro knows it's right next to Indiana Jones. By the way, I don't know how long ago this video was filmed, but some rides might not even be there, so don't take Buddy's word. What ride is leaving? Like, I know this year, 2026 is obviously a year where I'm going to work like I never had before. So, Lord willing, 2027, I can do something like go to Disney for a day for content purposes. And I'll definitely go over and show y'all the food. So there's a ride I was looking at that I'm going to miss. What ride are they getting rid of? I don't remember. There's a ride that's gone. It's out of there this year. By the end of 2025, we're right here, gone. They're always getting rid of rides. I don't understand. What connection does a movie not doing good got to do with a ride? If I walk into a park, an amusement park, oh, that's what it is. It has something to do with Animal Kingdom. I don't even know what that ride is, but they're getting rid of it. But yeah, if I walk into a Disney park and I can afford to be there, the last thing I'm thinking about is, oh, I want to go on the ride of my favorite movie. I'm not even thinking like that. Maybe the children are, though. Maybe I'm overlooking that part. But I'm just going on what looks good. Oh, look at that. Oh, Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come? Kingdom Ka. No, that's not it. It got to be Animal Kingdom. I don't know. A ride is gone. Alright, chat. Get out. Oh, wait. I think I had one more. Oh, yeah, I did. Look at this. Look at this. Just happened to get a Disney commercial.
Sergeant? Yes, sir. The story of two toys. The adventure takes off when toys come to life. To infinity and beyond. Toy Story. From the creators of Toy Story, a Pixar Animation Studios film.
What are you doing? You want us to read that?
Hold on. The toys are back in town.
But what are you even showing us? Alright, let me just make it small so we can see everything.
Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Toy Story 2.
Bucket.
Walt Disney Pictures presents a Pixar Animation Studios film.
Alright, we don't need to see the titles because they're saying the title. But we do need to watch what they're showing us. And the
Monsters
numbers.
Incorporated.
Monsters Inc. did more than Toy Story 2. That's really how you should have it. You should have that thing muted.
Nemo.
Nemo, don't give up!
Your dad's been fighting the entire ocean looking for you.
I'm coming, Nemo!
Finding Nemo.
Mr. Incredible, we need your help.
Incredibles had to do better than Nemo. Ain't no way.
Showtime.
Ain't no way it undersold Nemo. That's it.
We could both
And what's that number?
developing the world's most
631?
technologically advanced automobiles.
Oh, Finding
From the
Nemo did 900
manufacturers of Finding Nemo,
900 million.
Walt Disney
Yeah, that's
Pictures
it. That's
presents a
different.
Pixar Animation Studios film, Cars.
Cars probably even be Incredibles.
I wanted to be
No?
one of them. You may think that's a strange dream for a rat.
It's getting away!
Let me stop acting like I know what I'm talking about.
Greatest chef
Let me
in
just
Paris.
watch. So Incredibles did do well, but it didn't beat Finding Nemo. I guess that makes sense. More kids would say, you know, more parents could take a kid to go see fishes than to see a little bit of punching and smacking around.
Come on, boys!
We're already at Up? How we go from Finding Nemo to Ratatouille to Up? Did Up come out that long
Disney
ago?
Pixar's
Oh, we got the
Up.
time.
New toys!
What's important now is we stay together.
I'll never make it!
Of course it did, right, Jack? Of course it did.
I'm sticking by you the way you
1
always
billion.
stick by me! It's the American spy!
He's getting away!
This is the one that y'all say is trash. I never seen it.
No more fighting!
If you had the
I
chance
recognize
to
that
change your
voice.
fate, would you?
No more fighting. That voice sound like
I'm officially a college student!
sound like one of the fishes in Shark
I'm gonna be
Tale.
a scarer!
Scariness is the
One
true
of the
measure
sharks.
of a monster.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Did you guys pick up on that?
Keys to safety position! Ready to launch on your command, sir!
Just shut up!
Somewhere out there is my family. I can't find him on my own.
Hang on, Dory!
Dory, you are about to find.
Hey, truth be told, it was about 3 or 4 days ago when I found out that there's a Dory movie. You know, also known as Finding Nemo 2. When did y'all sneak that out?
Parents.
2016?
And when you do that, you'll be.
I was around 26. I mean, I was always around, thank God.
You'll never be as fast as Storm, but you can be smarter than him.
The racing is
That Cars
the
3.
reward, not the stuff.
Did y'all step it up? Look,
95.2%.
Cars 2 was so bad that people didn't even come see Cars 3. I mean, they definitely showed up, right, chat? I'm acting like 300 million ain't. Coco did numbers.
Nothing's more important than family. I'm proud we're family.
Mom's new job.
Incredibles 2 had to do phenomenal. I mean, everybody was ready for that. People who've seen Incredibles 1 and new people that never seen Incredible 1. Yeah, that's where that belongs.
I'm coming! On my way, Woody!
To infinity and beyond!
I was made to help a child. I don't remember it being this hard.
Chat. Hey, you know what we don't give enough credit for though? Guys like Tom Hanks, guys like, you know, anybody that did voice acting, voiceover acting. Look at Seth Green. Seth Green is eating. Seth Green is eating off of Family Guy. Me and you don't need. Me and you would take his check for Family Guy in a heartbeat. We take a percentage of his check, half his check. And you know he deserves it. He's doing the work. He's an irreplaceable character. But the point is, chat. Think about it. I mean, as an actor, you know how easy it is to have a little bit of ego. I think, like, and I hate to say things like this because I can't say this. I don't know enough models, but I would imagine that models got to be the hardest people to befriend because everything's about them. They can't help it. Their literal job is to pay attention to how they look, to make sure their tone are defined, to make sure their face is clear, to make sure they look their finest. Like, bro, everything. It's like you're probably having a conversation with this person, and somehow, some way they're talking circles about themselves again, and it's like, how do we get here? Yo, bro, do I have something on my face? You know what I mean? It's like, what? But I don't know. I could be dead wrong. You can't judge a book by its cover. I could get around models. I mean, I know model women. Well, they're in modeling agencies. I don't know if they're touch and vogue, but they do runways. They're not really like that. But I mean, I guess I give a pass for women because women will be women, like men will be men. But chat, you gotta understand, for an actor to go, all right, I'll sign up to do this 3-year movie that's gonna take a year, and then you want to do a part 2, and you're gonna pay me good, but no one's gonna see me. Even if you put my name on the title, nobody's gonna see me. At a time before we were making $1 billion on Incredibles 2, you gotta realize that they should get some credit. Those people that said, I'll do it. The people that said, sign me up for Toy Story 1. The people that said, I'll do Finding Nemo. Those people took a leap of faith that they didn't know what their return on, not investment, but time would be. I guess it makes it easy when you're getting paid a couple M's. Oh, that worked out because I'm Yapaholics Anonymous. Up DVD menu? What does that even mean? Oh wait, hold up. What did the last movie?
Being this.
Toy Story 4 did how much? Toy Story 4, the end of the series. So we got Incredibles 2 at $1 billion. See, I mean, I was right there. I was wrong with Incredibles 1. I thought it would have been higher. I thought Incredibles would be the highest. But I can understand how a movie about fishes and toys is up there. But Incredibles 2, $1 billion. Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, $1 billion. Chat, these numbers are phenomenal. When you're in the business of return on investment, these numbers are phenomenal. And the lowest one we got, what is that? Underneath Brave, what is that? WALL-E. WALL-E didn't do numbers. I never seen that movie. But he looked like a lovable robot. Alright, chat. Get out.